What's up, people? I could hold that face for the entire fucking day right now. See, sometimes I don't make a video in the beginning of the day because I got nothing to talk about. But now, the frustration and the anger, it's so easy how quickly it just can turn. I can be just sitting there, la-di-da, you know what, thinking about family life, the holiday season's coming along, what I'm going to be doing, spending some time, it's snowing out, having a great old time, family's coming over, I'll go out and shovel. And then just one split moment, all the anxiety, the pressure, and frustration comes piling back into my fucking skull! Just like that. Just like that. You know, sometimes when I can't make a video, I could tap into shit that happened to me 10 years ago and could just, boom, snap. You want to know why murder goes on in the world? It's because people don't relieve stress. And it just builds up in the back of their skull. That's why I tell people to bark that shit out. Bark that shit out! Roof, roof. Because if you don't get rid of it, something that seems insignificant today will just make you snap out! And then you might just take it out on someone that you love, and you might get yourself into some trouble. What I like to do is I like to have fun with humans. And my wife, who I've been battling with for years now, and I thought, and my friends wonder when we started dating, do you know all the things that he does? Do you know the intricacies of his mind? I am an entertainer. I walk down the street talking loud enough so other people can hear me because I like to get reactions. And my wife is she's very soft-spoken. And she likes to be to herself, very shy. So we're at the mall the other day, and I'm having fun with my children because now they're at ages where I can just tell them to do stuff and then have a great old time, and I like getting reactions to other people. So I'm sending my kid running ahead of me, running, full speed through the mall, and I'm screaming at him, "Hey, you midget! Give me back my wallet!" And people are cracking up, we're having a great time. I wish I had my camera with me, which I think I'm going to probably do next week. And later on, my wife says to me, you're teaching our son bad values, that you're making fun of midgets. And I said, hon, listen. We disagree on a lot of different things. A lot of different things. What you think is funny, what I think is funny. There is no debate that midgets are funny. There will be no more debating here. No more discussion. Midgets are funny. Midgets are funny. Shut your mouth. And a whole fight broke out. My wife, I don't know if you know about this, but she was like the only time she partied in her life was this brief moment, like, rebelling out of Catholic school and somewhat into college drinking. As far as I'm concerned, she's a goody two-shoes compared to me. I like to party, I like to have a good time, I like to yell and scream and abuse people. I like to make fun of people also. Because you know what? It's fun. Because you know what? People are looking at me from the distance, they're probably making fun of me. I know I was made fun of when I was a kid. Like there's a guy walking down the street the other day. I think I told you about this guy. He's walking across the street. He's flailing at himself. He's pulling on himself. And I'm laughing. Holy shit, look at that guy over there. And my wife's like, that's not right. Maybe he has epilepsy or something. I said, yeah, maybe. Which is funny in a sense. But maybe he's just pulling a spider web off his face. You don't know. You don't know. That's why everything is made to be made fun of. That's why when I walk through the mall, I like talking. When I see Santa Claus and all the people are lined up for Santa Claus, and I start walking around, I sent my little girl into the thing and asked her if his beard was real. That's funny to me. Not a big deal. Oh, don't send her. Don't have her ask Santa questions. Don't do that kind of thing. Oh, but here's the thing. Options expiration Friday. There's usually something extraordinary going on. Every move, as the song says, you can't trust it. Oh, we're going up. No, we're going down. Oh, we're going down. No, we're going up. By the time you decide whether or not you want to go short or long, you're wrong. So don't do anything at all. I don't know. I don't know what to do right now, but they're not going to do a thing. Every time I look away, it's completely different than when I checked 2 seconds ago. I had a lot of things to say. I was thinking about the history of America and whatnot. Where are the descendants of George Washington? Are they still in this country? Maybe we should Because if Kennedy wants to be president just because her father and all her relatives were politicians, she wants to be a senator now just because of her name, then that should make everyone who's been a descendant of any politician across the planet be a viable candidate. So I'm looking for the Washingtons. I want to go back. I really want to know what do they do during... Do they dress up as their great-great-grandfather for Halloween? Because I know if my great-grandfather was Washington, you know I'd be rocking that wig. I'd be rocking that wig at every moment I could. Be dressing in those big outfits, wearing my wig all over the place, and all that kind of stuff. But if that's now the all you need now is a name. Obviously, you could be a stand-up comic. You could be a movie star. You could be anybody. You could be, as long as you have money or a name, you could be a candidate. So again, like I said, I'm starting with the mayorship of my town, and then I'm going to be running for whatever, congressman, senator, public advocate, and eventually I'm going to be running for president. So if anything comes out of this goddamn lunacy that I do every day, well, this could be coming back to haunt me if I actually do want to run for candidacy. But I'm out there, man. I'm the true candidate. And what the candidates did this year was when they were starting to come forward with what people would dig up about them right up front, that's the way to do it. This is what I've done wrong. Deal with it now and let's move on. That's the way I want to run my candidacy. So everything's out there. Everything's out there. Even my homosexual experience that I had. I'm just kidding about that. So what were we saying? Oh yeah, midgets are funny, and making fun of people is fun. I don't care what my wife says, and I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to continue to do it until somebody arrests me. And you know what? It's already happened. I've been arrested for inciting riots once before. Not a big deal. You get thrown in the thing and they take you out and you pay your fine. Inciting riots. What? What, you haven't incited a riot one time in your life before? Alright, I'm out of here. This weekend is gonna suck ass. And I'm just going to suckle ass along with it. So, thanks for being here, and I'll probably come back later. Oh yeah, Tool, baby. Oh yeah, by the way, who's complaining about having women on the show? Come on now. I'm kind of like baffled by that whole thing.